This is your Unit 1 study guide. For number 1, you are going to put that exactly in the calculator how you see it. That dot right there means times. The answer should be 17. Number 2, you will put this one in the calculator exactly how you see it, and you will get the answer 7. Be sure to put that in as a fraction. Number 3, you need to start with your fraction bar, alpha, y equals, enter. Then you need to type what's on top, type what's on bottom. If you do it correctly, you get a 6. This next one, you'll put it in order exactly how you see it. After you get to the parentheses, be sure to do a fraction bar next. When you type it in, you will get a 4. To get absolute value, you do alpha, y equals, you press the over to the right arrow, and then you hit enter. You'll get your bars. Absolute value bars tells me how far a number is from 0. You type it in, you should get a 6. Number 6, start with your negative 6, then you do your bars. 5 minus 10, if you do that correctly, you should get a negative 30. This next section of your study guide, we are going to talk about the different parts. It's just the vocabulary that goes along with algebra. How many terms are in the expression? Terms are kind of the same as groups. So 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. There are 3 groups in that expression. The groups are separated by plus or minus signs. Number 8, what are the variables? Another word for variable is letter. What are the letters in the expression? And you have to put its whole name. So this first letter, I have an x squared. This next letter, I have a y. And this last letter of variable, I have y squared. Don't put the numbers in front. I just want the variables and their full last name. What are the coefficients? This is the number in front of the letter. So the coefficient, so I've got, before I do anything, I'm going to take this and make this minus a plus negative. I'll do a lot better then. What are the coefficients? So I've got a y here, and he has a negative 6 in front of him. If you just wrote 6, I would count it wrong. And then I have my x squared. The number in front of that one is a 3. So your coefficients are 6 and 3. Constants are letters, are just straight up numbers, old school numbers. Right there's your constant, 42. All right, flip over to the back for me. All right, number 11. It tells me that P is 3 and Q is 1. So I am going to erase my P, and in parentheses, I'm going to write the number 3. I'm going to do the same thing with my Q, and in parentheses, I'm going to write a 1. After you replace things correctly, you type in parenthesis 3 parenthesis minus parenthesis 2 minus parenthesis 1 parenthesis parenthesis. I know it's a lot of extra. If you type that in right, you should get the number 2. Number 12, we're going to do the same thing. And instead of that Q, I know up here that P is 3 and Q is 4. So instead of that Q, I'm going to put a 4 in parentheses. Then I'm going to erase my P, and instead of that P, I'm going to put a 3 in parentheses. If you type that into your calculator correctly, you will get the number 48. All right, we're going to do the same thing in 13. And let's see, I've got x is 2, y is 5. Instead of y, I'm going to erase it. And in parentheses, I'm going to write a 5 because that's what y is. That squared needs to be outside the parentheses. Now I'm going to erase my x, and instead of the x, we fill it in with a 2. And then it'll be 4 over 4 plus y. Instead of y, I'm going to put that 5 in there. All right, if I type that in exactly how I see it, you should get the number 6. All right, number 14, I've got 3 letters. I've got an M is a 2, an N is a 4, and a P is a 2. So let's erase that first M, and instead I make the M a 2. Now I'm going to erase that second N, and instead of an N, I put a 4, minus 2 plus. Now here's where the parentheses come in as very, very important. If I don't put parentheses around P and M, I'm going to replace it with a 2 and a 2. I end up with a 22, which is not correct. But if I put the parentheses, the P becomes a 2. The M becomes a 2. Oops, got a little eraser happy there. Now, instead of 22, I have 2 times 2, which is 4, which is very different than 22. All right, so parentheses are key. I'm going to erase my M and replace it with a 2. All right, you type that straight up in your calculator, just how you see it, and you should get the number 6. Now we are going to combine like terms. These are the things when you put the things with the same last names together. So I have a 2N. Before we even start that, take your minus and make it a plus negative. So I have a 2N plus negative 11N. 2 plus negative 11 is negative 9. His last name is N. Then I have a number and a number. 7 plus 1. Old school baby math, you get an 8. I cannot put a negative 9N and an 8 together. They do not have the same last names. So this is your final answer. It's ugly, but we just have to accept it. All right. The next one, it starts with the number 8. Well, 4x, not the same last name. 1, yes. 1 and 8 are just straight up numbers. 8 plus 1 is 9. Lovely. Plus, I have a 4x. He has the same last name as a 3x. 4 plus 3 is 7. Last name X. This is our last one. Step 1, I'm going to make this a plus negative. All right, I'm going to start with my 2K. I'm also going to put a 1 in front of there. Plus 1K. 2 plus 1 is 3K. Now I got a negative 1 plus 7. Negative 1 plus 7 is 6. 3K plus 6. Last one. I'm going to make that a plus negative. I'm going to put a 1 in front of there. So it's actually plus negative 1x. 5x plus negative 1x gives me a 4x. That is your study guide. Thank you.